Alright, so listen. I did in fact spend 6 million stars, including the refunds, and I'm positive it was over 6 million because you have to add up the refunds, you have to add up the fact that I saved up almost 400,000 presents and used them all at the end. And yeah, I'll spoil it right now. In the end, I didn't get Eisen. If you want to go watch the full stream, it's just go to my live streams, past stream. I just streamed it today. If you want to watch the whole session, it took me an hour and 30 minutes just to use all those stars. But I didn't want to make this video into just me rolling. If you want to go watch me roll, go watch the stream because I'm about to talk about, I guess you can say I'm about to ramble. Okay, I'm about to ramble, I guess. AnimeAdventures has completely lost me. Like, it's lost me entirely. I mean, they're adding units like Eisen. Eisen is the craziest unit to touch this game, crazier than Dio, by a million miles. And you might think I'm lying, you might think I'm making something up here. You guys don't know just how good Aizen is for leaderboard runs. I have ran a lot of leaderboard runs. I don't know if you can tell, but I like to run them. And, there's some competitiveness in that. And I'm at such a disadvantage because I don't have Aizen. Like, my crew cannot hit the highest wave just because I don't have Aizen. And the reason is just because his passive is so beyond broken compared to anything else in the game, and there is nothing like it. Like, I played when Dio came out. Yeah, Dio was crazy, but hey, Homer was added and Dio was no longer a crazy unit. I mean, you just replaced Homer with them, and Homer was honestly better in almost every single situation ever, on top of the fact that you needed unique on Dio. Aizen, yeah, you do need unique on him, but even without unique, the guy is just insane. He's a must-have. I mean, to make a unit like him, such a low percent chance. I mean, bro, we're not in the Stone Ages anymore. AnimeAdventures has competition. They can't be pulling things like this. And they nerf Ains. Because I mean, Ains was a decent alternative because Ains was a very strong unit. And then they nerf him out of nowhere after people invest a ton of money to get unique on him, invest a ton of time to get stuff on him. The game is also still just so pay to win, and I hate people who deny it. I mean, I'm saying the game is pay to win as someone who is pay to win. The game is pay to win. There's no need to deny it. I remember I said the game was pay to win in the Discord, and I had like these morons come out and say, well, the game isn't pay to win because I can do all this and that. Like, no, you will never hit top leaderboard. If it's a trade tournament, you will never be able to hit the top on that either. I mean, the game is blatantly pay to win, and they refuse to add ways to earn rerolls that are actually good. No, the trade remnants are not good. And this is coming from a pay-to-win player. I am openly a pay-to-win player. I will say that. They need to add more ways to earn rerolls. Because at the same time, you might be going like, oh, well, you don't need to trade reroll. Yes, you do if you want to stay as competitive as possible. Yes, like, it's literally designed into the game. It's a gambling fest. Like, honestly, if I could describe this game, I would describe it as a predatory gambling fest. That's the best way to describe it. They make units that are one placement and with crazy stats, and guess what? The only trait that's good on a one placement unit is unique. So now you have to spend thousands of dollars to get unique, and there's just no free-to-play alternative right now. What, a daily challenge that gives you a random amount that can be as low as 10 per day per 24 hours? It's insane, bro. I'm at a point where, like, you just had enough. I mean, why even play this when there's anime vanguards giving out tons of rerolls, making Monarch obviously not easy still, but way easier than AA. And you can actually grind for it free to play. I mean, there's videos out there. You can grind a ton of rerolls free to play and roll for your Monarch or whatever Anime Vanguards has. AA doesn't have anything like that. So honestly, I think we as a community need to accept the fact that AA is not doing a good job. They're greedy, stingy, their updates are horrible. We waited a month and a half for 4 units, was it? I don't even know. It was whatever it was. I mean, it was 4 units in like this assassin portal, and the units in the update, the good ones are ground only. I don't know about you guys, but I don't even see a point to grind it when the best units are ground only. When you have units who are ground exclusive, what does that tell you? They are going to be immediately powder crept. I can almost guarantee it. I've never seen a unit that was ground only not get power crept. It always happens. So me personally, once I let it simmer, I saw all the units and I looked at them, I was like, yo, this is horrible. I mean, yeah, these units are good, but they're ground only. They won't even last an update. They have nothing special that, can keep them broken for a long time. I mean, yeah, I just think Anime Adventures is not in a good state. I mean, generally, there was a point where this was one of my favorite games. Like, there was a point where it did feel like a passion project. We, as a community, are letting the devs walk over us. They do balance changes, they don't even tell us what they are. They do changes that nobody asked for. They nerf units days after, weeks after, your units get nerfed. And then at the end, your uniques get power crept. And then at the very tippity tip of it, if you ever try to complain in the Discord, which is the only place you can complain, you get a bunch of inbred mongrels who disagree with you, even though what you're saying is straight facts. The game is pay to win, the game is horrible, the game doesn't have enough free to play systems. I mean, what else is there to say? The updates are pitiful. AnimeAdventures isn't where it used to be years ago, where it could just, mess around, do whatever it wanted, and it was still better than the competition. It has actual competition now. Like, I honestly don't see the point of playing AnimeAdventures over Anime Vanguards anymore. There's no point at all to it. And honestly, I will give this game a chance, and the chance is gonna be next update. And if by next update the game is still horrible, like as horrible as it is right now, I mean, I'm done. I'm just not playing anymore. There's no point. If next update doesn't introduce free-to-play alternatives, free-to-play ways to get rerolls in a mythic pity, yeah, maybe not a unique pity. I agree. Okay, you know what? Maybe let's not give everybody a unique pity, but at least a mythic pity. So that way your chances are at least a little bit high end. Like, if AA doesn't bring any quality of life changes, and I mean it needs 100 of them, then I mean there's just no point in playing. And this is coming from an OG player. I've played since it came out. I promise you, I haven't skipped a beat on this game ever since it came out to now. Besides the time it closed, I've been on the game. And honestly, I don't know what it was back then. I guess it just had a charm to it, but that charm is long gone. And every single update, it just gets worse. They don't listen to us at all. They might as well just delete the suggestion channels. They don't look at the suggestion channels. They just receive what I'm guessing they do is they have testers, a selective few, and the testers tell them, hey, nerf this, nerf that, buff this, buff that, and they keep buffing Dio as well, which I'm not mad about. But why are we buffing Dio and not the other units that actually need help instead of Dio? Like, barely anybody has Dio. And like I said, this is coming from me. I own Dio, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the ramble. I mean, it's kind of just like the game is it's just bad. And if the next update isn't good, I mean, I'm quitting, and I think you should too. Like, I hate telling people what to do. I'm not even trying to do that. But at the same time, I mean, the only way the game is gonna get better is if the devs see them lose, if the devs see the money go down. That's what they're motivated by. I remember what made me play this game. The developers called it a passion project. The updates were extremely frequent when it first came out, and they were, like nice for the time, consistent. I can't even call this a passion project anymore. This is just a cash grab. This is a glorified casino. This is a glorified casino, man. That's it for the ramble. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give the game until next update. If next update is disappointing, you bet your ass I'm just not playing this game anymore. But if you watch this far, then thank you for listening to the rants, because I really do or did care about this game, and hopefully I can see you guys in the next one.